Man, what y'all got going YouTube? We got the worst backdoor murders in Chicago caught on cam. Let's rock.
Comes by invitation. A 9-year-old boy is enticed with the promise of a snack and led into a lonely alley. A drug dealer drives to a sale, unaware the buyer plans an ambush. A young man goes to meet a pretty girl, never imagining she's bait for a hit. Such chilling setups are no anomaly. Gang warfare and retaliation are rampant in Chicago. Gangs were tied to 61% of homicides in 2011, and luring unsuspecting victims has become a deadly tactic. On the streets, they even have a name for it: getting backdoored, betrayed by someone you trust. From playgrounds to trap houses, these are the true stories of how cunning conspiracies have cost lives in Chicago. Before we get started on this video, make sure you go check out my website that's in the description, where I post viral videos daily. And plus, make sure you like the video and share it with someone to spread the violence awareness. On a crisp November afternoon in 2015, Tyshawn Lee was playing in a Southside Chicago park. A little boy shooting hoops, still in the school uniform. Two grown men approached the 9-year-old acting friendly. They told Tyshawn they'd take
No, no, a 9-year-old. Don't tell me we starting it off like this, bro. Do not tell me we starting it off like this, bro. I know y'all not sliding on little kids now.
him to the store for a juice or some candy. Feeling safe, Tyshawn followed him into a nearby alley. In an instant, one of the men drew a gun and shot the boy multiple times at point blank range.
Point blank range? Man, you gotta be a sick ass motherfucker, boy. Either his big brother done killed one of your homies or something, cause ain't no way you got beef with a 9-year-old. Ain't no way.
Killing him in cold blood. It was an execution of a child that shook the city to its core. Why would anyone do this? Tyshawn was targeted in a gang feud. Prosecutors later revealed that the killers, Corey Morgan and Dwight Boone Doty, sought revenge on Tyshawn's father, a gang member they blamed for an earlier
I knew it was
shooting.
something.
Unable to catch the father, they went after his innocent son. They deliberately lured Tyshawn off the playground with a harmless offer so they could murder him out of sight. The heinous plot worked as planned. As Cook County State's attorney said, even in a city numbed by violence, this case shook us to our core. Tyshawn's
Of
slaying exposed
course,
the
a
depths of
9-year-old is
Chicago's gang
sick.
brutality, that
I don't
even a
care who you
child's trust could
beefing
be
with.
weaponized for retaliation.
The father of 9-year-old Tyshawn Lee, whose murder shocked Chicago, has been convicted after prosecutors say he tried to get revenge. A jury found Pierre Stokes guilty of attempted murder and aggravated battery. Prosecutors say Stokes shot 3 people to avenge his own son's death. Tyshawn Lee was shot and killed in 2015.
On me, he
Police say the
slid for his
shootings were part of
son.
a
Yeah,
gang
I like
dispute.
that.
Many setup
I
murders
like
involve a
that.
femme fatale figure, a woman used to gain a victim's trust. In one notorious case, 3 teenage girls in a Chicago gang turned the tables and became assassins themselves. In 1992, these young women lured 2 rival gang members into Humboldt Park with the promise of partying together. Once isolated, the girls executed the 2 men with shots to the head. One was killed in a park restroom, the other outside on the grass. A Chicago police detective who worked
Whoa. The hoes pulled the trigger though? Oh man, they thought they was finna get some buns. Man.
the case recalled escorting one of the teen killers afterward. The girl smirked and flashed gang signs at TV cameras, utterly remorseless. It was virtually
And she rapping on them. Hey,
unheard of for
yo.
female gang members to carry out such a hit. Most of the shootings are by the guys. Rarely do we see cases like this where the females are the shooters, a
That's what
veteran
I'm
detective
saying.
remarked. The case became one of Chicago's most infamous honey trap murderers, leveraging feminine guile to put male targets at ease before killing them. Another recent incident
Gotta stop thinking with y'all dick, bro. Got to.
involves a young woman known by the nickname Nene. According to community rumor, Nene helped set up a rival gang member to be killed, allegedly luring
Whoa, whoa. She was in the car during it? Oh, she dumb. Hell no. Why would you put yourself that close to the scene and put yourself near gunfire? Fuck is you doing?
the target to a location where gunmen awaited. In a horrifying twist, that act of betrayal provoked swift revenge. Shortly after, on February 24, 2020, 27-year-old Stephanie Brooks, Nene's mother, was at home in Ravenswood Manor when a masked man tried to kick in her door. Brooks and her male friends struggled to keep the intruder out, but the gunman blasted shots through the doorway, striking Brooks in the chest. The mother of 3 died on the floor. Police believe her murder was not
You done got your mama whacked. For what?
random. It was a targeted retaliation linked to an earlier gang shooting that month. In other words, if the street talk is to be believed, the killers couldn't catch Nene herself, so they took vengeance on her family. While
On me, ain't no rules in this shit. Like, if you got a family, bro, you don't even need to be in this shit at all.
authorities
Don't
haven't
even get
confirmed the
involved.
daughter's role, the specter of a honey trap leading to such a brutal payback has only fueled the legend of Chicago's backdoor betrayals.
Figure out as they investigate this case, specifically a possible link between this shooting last night and one earlier in the month during which a Chicago firefighter was injured not more than a mile away from here. A mother of 3 young children, Stephanie Brooks, was just 27 years old when she was gunned down yesterday inside this Ravenswood Manor apartment building.
I heard commotion and like a forceful commotion, then I heard a pop.
Not all lures use romance. Some use business. The promise of easy money or a routine drug transaction can be bait for an unsuspecting mark. Take the case of Giovanni Galindo, a small-time drug dealer on Chicago's southwest side. In September
Hey, why they doing like that? They said his ass broke. He's small time. You ain't have to put that in there, bruh. That's extra. Yeah, you wild.
2014, Galindo agreed to meet some customers in the Clearing neighborhood near Midway Airport to sell them marijuana. What he didn't
He say in the airport or near? Whoa, hold on. I know you wasn't selling weed on federal property now. Hold on. Let's run that
Galindo
back.
agreed to meet some customers in the Clearing neighborhood near Midway Airport to sell them
Near the
marijuana.
airport. All
What
right.
he didn't know was that the deal was a deadly setup from the start. A local teen, Luis Alfaro, had secretly conspired with 2 friends to rob a dealer. Alfaro's job was to lure in a victim. Prosecutors say an acquaintance promised Alfaro free drugs as a reward if he would arrange the marijuana sale and lead a dealer into their trap.
You
On
thought
the
she was gonna
appointed
get
day,
free
Galindo
drugs?
met Alfaro's associates,
Fuck
16-year-old
on.
Pedro Corral and another teen in a car.
Use
The
your
buyers
head,
asked to
boy.
inspect the weed. The moment Galindo revealed his stash, Corral pulled out a gun and shot Galindo multiple times, killing him on the spot. The young thieves grabbed the drugs and fled. Even though Alfaro wasn't physically present for the murder, he had set everything in motion, and afterward he received his cut of stolen narcotics as payment for luring the victim. Police soon caught on and charged all 3 teens with first-degree murder. A Chicago judge denied bail to the alleged triggerman Corral.
Why did y'all have to kill him? Why couldn't y'all just rob him? If you gonna commit that big of a crime, you might as well go rob a bank or something. Get some real cheese out of it.
Underscoring the gravity of the crime, Galindo's fate illustrates a common scenario: a fake drug deal used as bait, a seller walking blindly into a robbery turned murder. It's an example of how in Chicago's shadow economy, even a friendly buyer could be setting you up for a bullet. Organized crime groups have long exploited such ruses. Chicago police warned that gangs and crews often use social media and online marketplaces to lure victims for robberies, and those robberies can easily end in homicide. Meeting a stranger for what looks like a simple transaction can be as dangerous as any turf confrontation. For Galindo, the setup was business, but it cost him his life. And he's far from the only one. Stories of deadly drug deal setups dot Chicago's crime blotter every year, a cautionary tale for anyone dealing on these streets. Perhaps the most disturbing kind of setup is the betrayal from within, being sold out by someone you consider a friend. In Chicago's gangland, this is known as getting backdoored. The idea is that a close associate secretly aligns
Close
with
that
enemies
back
or
door,
has
can't
their
get
own
snaked
agenda
out
to
by my
eliminate you,
homie.
catching you off guard when your guard is down. These backdoor hits breed an especially poisonous mix of paranoia and heartbreak on the streets. Such betrayals aren't limited to gangsters either. In 2012, A shocking case made headlines when a 15-year-old girl in Chicago set up her own 17-year-old friend to be beaten by a gang. She invited the unsuspecting teen boy to meet in an alley where her crew was waiting in ambush. The group brutally attacked.
Why are you meeting a 15-year-old in an alleyway? That's some horny ass shit. You deserve to get your ass whooped. You deserve to get your ass whooped. You got your ass packed the fuck out for
Them.
that.
The girl even filmed the assault on her phone as it happened. He survived the beating, and the video helped police catch the attackers. The incident was a stark reminder that even school-age kids might backdoor their friends for clout or revenge. In Chicago's climate of mistrust and revenge, the backdoor phenomenon thrives. Gang members live in fear of inside setups. They may avoid posting their real-time locations on social media or think twice about attending gatherings, knowing a smiling invite can mask a murder plot. The paranoia is not unfounded. When a high-profile rapper from Chicago was killed in 2020, rumors immediately swirled that a close associate dropped his location.
Man, y'all just need to think, bro. Just use y'all fucking head, boy. That's all I'm asking, man. J3, I'm gone.